I'd like to show you some resources for your financial analysis paper and presentation. Your learning team is going to be asked to do some research on a publicly traded company. You're going to be asked to look at company history, economy and competition, the debt structure, raising capital with equity, the company's beta, dividend policy, and the stock price. And ultimately, after you finish your research, I want you to provide to me a recommendation whether you would buy, sell, or hold this company. But today I want to show you at least some resources you can find out on the internet. One of the first resources I want to show you is in yahoo.com. If you go to www.yahoo.com, on the left hand side, if you select finance, you can find pretty much a lot of the information you'll need for your paper and presentation. But as an example, I'm going to, up here in the Get Quotes, I'm going to type in the ticker symbol K for Kellogg Company. And if we click the Kellogg Company, you can see we get some current information. Today it's trading at $52.33. It's an increase of 40 cents for the day. The range for the 52-week range from anywhere from $35.64 to $55.45. That's trading pretty close to its high point for the 52-week range. We also have some general ratios such as the PE ratio, earnings per share, the dividend yield. This market capitalization right here, this says for outstanding shares, if you were to own all the outstanding shares at Kellogg's, you would actually have $19.94 billion, so quite a bit of money. We'll talk about this later in the course too with calculating weighted average cost of capital, so we have to find out the value or weight of that equity. Some other things I want to point out on the left hand side here, you can see you can get summary information, you can do charting for your company, look at news and information, the company profile. They share some analyst opinions about the stock, the ownership, and financials. So if you want to find information from the income statement, you could click on the income statement. It would give you, at least here, it looks like the past few years of the financial information from an income statement perspective. But one of the nice ones I like over here in a company is key statistics. So I'm going to click on key statistics, and it gives you some valuation measures. If we scroll down here a little bit, you see some about the profitability and return on assets, return on equity. Gives you some general information about the income statement and balance sheet and the cash flow statement. On the right hand side over here we can see about the stock price history. Their beta is 0.52. One way to kind of look at beta is that if the market is up 10%, then on average Kellogg's would be up 5%, and vice versa. If the market was down 10%, Kellogg's would be down 5%. Of course, this is going to be based on some historical range of changes in earnings over a period of time. If we scroll down a little bit more, we can see information about dividends and splits, the payout ratio, the dividend date. So Yahoo Finance is a pretty good resource to have for finding information for your paper. One other thing that we can do is we can go to the Baker Library website. So you just go to www.bakeru.edu. And as a student, you have a lot of information available to you. If we go to academics and click on the library, one of the things I would suggest is if you click on subject guides, and you notice here one of the subject guides is business, so I'm going to click on business, and it tells us that we can please click on a subheading below to see available guides. So I'm going to click on company information, and let's look at, we have information about company profiles, the industry and sectors, competitive analysis checklist. There that you can find information about stock quotes, statistics, So there's a lot of available information out there for you. Like, let's just say, for example, if I click on stock quotes, this will probably take us to it kind of gives us a key, how to locate stock quotes, so Business and Company Resource Center. So it gives you a nice little overview of doing research for a company and finding financial information. And that's the general guide to finding information for your financial analysis paper and project.